the show where we take a look at real rosters. We take a look over them. We say, hey, how can this team get a little better? Whether that's short term or long term. That's what we're trying to do today. Rich, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, not bad. Outside of getting a brontosaurus doo-dooed on Twitter for my trade, like outside of that, great.
Hey, you know what? 6 months from now, you might look back and just laugh at all of those jokers.
Yeah, I just want to remember when it goes well. Like this is like a big trade. Like I want to review in a couple of years and see if the process was right.
Yeah. Yeah,
But again,
absolutely.
in Dynasty, I'm not afraid to take risk. So
No, got to risk it for the biscuit. Pete, you doing good, man?
Oh, so good. Ready for football to start.
Very much so. Very, very much so. So today it is a nuke only episode. We already have at least 9 lined up for today. So if you want yours on today's show and you have not already put in a roster rescue, you will have to nuke in order to get it into today's show. But if you're like, hey, this isn't urgent, let's go wait till next show. Just put one in today and we'll get it to you on the next one. But Pete, what's our first one for today?
Okay, this is Myles' team. It's a 12-team start 11. Just looking for any type of advice, especially trade if necessary.
All right, let's go ahead and get right into it then. So this is let me make it a little bigger.
Wait,
So.
do we want to hit Mike's $20 super chat really fast that he just dropped?
Oh wow, yeah, absolutely. Hold
that's
on, let
pretty
me.
crazy. Let me.
Hey, we
I'll
appreciate
put it
it.
in the chat, and then I'm able to pull it up here.
Perfect. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to that. Mike,
Thanks,
what's up,
Mike.
dude? Good to see you, buddy. All right. So he says this is a 1 QB PPR, no tight end premium, start 8. He's trading Tyson for either Brian. For either Brian Thomas Jr. and Ramondre, or for Odunze straight up. His team is Drake May, Gibbs, Hendo, Judkins, Neighbors, MHJ, Ladd, Tate Tyson, Laporta Gadsden, Kincaid. He has 5, Rich, 527 first, 427 seconds. For me, a team like this in a 1 QB 12 teamer, like this is more of a rebuild team with the 527 first. So the Ramondre means absolutely nothing to me overall in this, because if I'm in a rebuild, Ramondre is kind of the last guy that I want here. So would you basically trade either Tyson for Brian Thomas Jr. or Odunze?
yeah, I mean, I don't think Ramondre is nothing. I mean, he has the New England situation on lock. I know what you mean for him long term, but that just opens the door for trade value, right? Like if
Sure.
he wants. So it comes down to Romo Dunze and Brian Thomas. I clearly had a higher tape score on a Dunze. Brian Thomas has already got a top 4 finish. So it really just comes down to the players that you'd want. Because I would definitely do it. I have no problem moving Tyson. I have both those players ranked higher than Jordan Tyson currently. So I would be okay with both. I have BTJ and Rome pretty close in my rank set. I would lean Rome on the upside. They both have a little bit of a crowded field there that they're competing for targets for. So I would lean Rome slightly. I'm trying to determine if like the Ramondre tips the scales. I know it doesn't mean anything to you, but it really does. Like the running back market, like any running back that's healthy, that's doing well, kind of secures that up. I mean, it might be Gary. He might be in a position where like he could then use that combo to trade for another another running back. Like
That's
say
fair.
a guy goes
That's a
down,
fair
right?
point.
Like say like Genti goes down to a competitor, something along those lines. You could trade Ramondre and Henderson, and I could throw some down and get like a more sure running back thing. It's just something that I would weigh in the back of my head as well for like more draft capital. Because
Yeah.
having all those first round picks, he's going to be in position to grab another running back as well. So in a vacuum, I think it's a really fair either way. I'm definitely making a trade. I wonder which one he prefers. But
I like Odunze more personally,
I would
but
think I would
I
take
want to
Rome.
throw this little caveat in there, Rich, because even though I do like those receivers better than Jordan Tyson is the exact kind of player I target when I am more of a rebuild and have a lot of picks, because he's going to miss time, not score any points for me, makes my pick better. So that is what makes this a little tricky for me, to be honest.
Yeah, not for me at all. One of my biggest concerns was Jordan Tyson's hamstrings. I know this isn't related to the other one, but like he's already now going to miss a month, right? And he's getting second opinions on it. And the last time, like the concern was he missed extended period of time with his hamstring too. So the guy, listen, Christian Watson kind of worked it out in Green Bay, allegedly with a different muscle mass, but like that's a huge concern for me. With the guy who's so quick to get in and out of his breaks and has such sudden movement. That concerns me that he couldn't even get out of the first week of preseason with another hamstring injury, right? Like, so I would rather just go ahead and hedge my bets on a guy who I had ranked higher anyways. I understand what you're saying, but like Gary, he's already set up with the first, right? Like, so like the fact that his team moves up a little bit or down, like when you have that many firsts, like I don't think that's not going to decide me from getting a better talent.
Yeah,
I feel way better about Rome and I don't want to say a much better offense because Liam Cohen runs a really nice offense over there as well. I would lean Rome there, but if you lean BTJ, I can go either way.
I'm with you. I don't have a problem with it.
But I would 100% make the trade. Like without a doubt, I'm making that trade.
Yep, no problem with it whatsoever. Let's throw in Kevin and also Cooper. Just thank you. Appreciate you, man. Kevin says, Dynasty, any first for Jonathan Brooks? I can't do it at this point, Rich. I like Jonathan Brooks. I'm excited for him, but realistically, you hope Jonathan Brooks turns into the type of running back that you would draft in the first round.
Yeah. What does he mean? Any first? Like, would you take any first for Jonathan Brooks, or would you give any first for Jonathan Brooks?
I'm assuming that would be give any first for Jonathan Brooks, but if it's the other way, yes, I would take a 27 first, a 28 first, probably even a 29 first for Jonathan Brooks at this point.
I wouldn't take a 29 first. I would gamble. I like the player. He's 2 years removed from the injury. He looks good and healthy. Like all reports, this is a player I've been saying buy for, and like look at how we're talking first, right? Like since February. So if you'd have bought when I said to bought, then this is a moot point. But like for me, a 27 first, I would never pay. I wouldn't give. Like I would take a 28 first, Garrett. Like I'm somewhat like, I think he's an open season starter. He's an explosive player. Like if I need, it would depend where my team is, right? Like this is kind of player, if you draft in the first round, like the 11th pick, 3 years ago, is that how long it's been? This is his third year. Is that 25?
Yeah, this is year 3.
So like if you drafted a first round pick, like, yeah, you can get your pick back, but like who does not need running back help? So if I'm a contender, like I'm not outside of a 27 first, like I'm holding on to him and I'm going to see what I can get because, a player like him, if he's a starter, he's worth a first, right? Like out the gate. So I would not go to 29. I would, depending where my team was, obviously if I'm rebuilding, of course, right? It's a running back. The most you're gonna get probably on top of it is a second, unless he comes out like gangbusters and he's like worth 2 firsts. But you're hedging your bets there in the middle. So I would not sell for anything outside of 27 first. Personally, I'd rather.
Okay, I think that's where we differ because I would easily take a 28 first. 29 is close for me. Like I could go either way, but I would rather just recoup the value at this point.
Even if you're a contender and you feel good about him as being your third running back, you would just go ahead and.
I think that's where the 29 would be iffy for me, but 28, I would just take the 28
and just try and go ahead and buy Kenneth Gainwell or something for cheaper.
Yep. I think with a first, you could buy Derrick Henry. You could buy maybe give a little more and get Saquon. Somebody like that.
Yeah, but see, I'd rather just go ahead and gamble on the 23-year-old.
I'd rather win.
So, quick question with Jonathan Brooks: has he looked explosive so far?
Yeah, I heard he's got good speed in camp.
Okay,
he's got some of his, not all of his juice back, but he's looking. All signs 3 points good. Remember, this is like 2 years removed, like a 2 full year removal from the injury.
All right, let's go ahead and get to Myles' team. But real quick, I want to address Cooper. Yes, you are on the docket. We got Myles, Jose, and then yours is right there. We've gotten a ton of nukes, but you will 100% be in the show today. So let's get to Myles' team here. This is a Superflex tight end premium league here. We have Jackson Dart, and then we've got Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers. So we've got like some starters in the mix here, but nobody that you're really confident in after Jackson Dart. Running backs, we've got Christian McCaffrey, Travis Etienne, Brian Robinson, Tank Bigsby, Brashard Smith. At wide receiver, Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Luther Burden, Christian Watson, Wan'Dale Robinson, Mike Evans at tight end, Dalton Kincaid, David Njoku, Cade Otton. Picks wise, we have our 27 first missing. It does look like we have all the rest. No,
Yeah,
27 second as well missing.
Yeah.
And then we have the rest of our picks. We are in 7th in dynasty mode. Pete, where are we at in contender mode?
6.
6. All right. So Rich, to me, and I'm curious where you're at with this. To me, this looks like a team that had a lot of promise 2 years ago, and things just haven't really fully worked out. Maybe they did get a title somewhere in there, but you see a lot of these guys: Watson, Rodgers, McCaffrey, Etienne, Mike Evans, a lot of even Dalton Kincaid, guys that were really valuable a few years ago, but have kind of fallen by the wayside. But we don't have our 27 first. So we're kind of in this awkward, like the place we don't want to be, trapped in the middle.
Yeah, this is a classic stuck in the middle kind of team. What do I do? Like, could I compete? Like, and this is the kind of team where like he's real thin. If he stayed healthy, he could win it all if his 2 prime targets like really hit, Christian McCaffrey and Jamar Chase, right? Like those are 2 players that can get you 25 points per game and single-handedly bring you out every single week. Jackson Dart coming off a year where he's averaging just about 40 rushing yards per game could be a top 6 fantasy football quarterback. I think Watson, if he starts along with Rodgers, starting quarterback is always capable enough to get the job done in your super flex role. And go back to the rest of our receivers, Pete, there. Obviously, I like Travis Etienne. Definitely now with the Alvin Kamara news that he's out for a month at minimum with MCL. His receiving room really, really strong as well. So if you wanted to go for it, I would be looking to move like Luther Burden for running back help, and kind of get on that hype train. Definitely some of those lower teams down there that are kind of like not contenders that are looking for youth. So pick 8, pick 9. If you wanted to blow it up, obviously the first thing you got to do is get your first round
first back.
The way I lean with this team, Garrett, is I would have a mental plan in place. Like, I'm probably going to blow it up after this year, most likely, and I have in my first. I would have no problem, since he's already kind of in. I wouldn't mind to see if I can move a Luther Burden for some running back help. Because you got Wan'Dale Robinson, you got Christian Watson. Christian Watson can easily start on this roster, like over Luther Burden anyway. I would start Christian Watson over Luther Burden. If Luther Burden was healthy, I would start him over him. Start week 1. So that's the plan. I think for us to get into it, like, again, it's a long rigmarole of like what ifs and can you do this trade here. It's a long process to try and get your 27 first back because you don't have your first and second, so you have no incentive to go ahead and blow it up and make somebody else's pick valuable. I think you have a core that's good enough to add the piece that you need, and even potentially like tear down from like a big time receiver if you had to.
And Rich, I think you and I are in the same boat, because I think I would like to do a soft push to see if I can get in. The Luther Burden I think is the perfect kind of target to look at. Can I trade him for a running back that could help me win this year? But I need it to be a running back that is still going to have value after this year. Like a Derrick Henry, no. Older players like that, I can't. It's got to be somebody, a Cam Scattaboo, that type of player, because I think there's a very real world that we get to week 9 and we're 3-6 and things aren't working out the way that we hoped if one player gets injured. Yeah. So I think that's the kind of the plan, is give us something to at least see where we're at and kind of feel is Christian McCaffrey having another legendary season? Is Jamar Chase going for the Triple Crown? Did Mike Evans recover and is great in San Francisco? Like, all of these things could happen, but they're big ifs.
Yeah, and if things go sideways and you're just about to miss the playoffs, people are going to be fiending for your pieces for championship. Like Christian McCaffrey will, he's going to get you, if it's not a 27 first, he's going to get you a 28 first plus, right? Mm-hmm. If he's Christian McCaffrey. George Pickens, Mike Evans even will get you, 2 seconds potentially.
If someone comes with the right offer, you could get a king's ransom for Jamar Chase, who's going to be 27 next year. Still valuable for a very long time, but as a guy rebuilding, that's when you're starting to at least kind of consider moving some of those pieces.
Yeah,
Could
there's
I
a
read a couple of these trades that went down in
Yeah.
this league?
Just one second.
Sure.
Yeah, just one second.
Yeah.
With the I just want to hit on the Jamar Chase thing. And another thing is like by the point the playoffs come along, like there'll probably be a receiver down, like a la like a Malik Neighbors last year, right? Jamar Chase, if he's doing 2 years ago, Jamar Chase, you could probably get Malik Neighbors plus a first to a serious contender. Like, I gotta pay it. This is 2 years, like in a row. So like,
Yep.
or like a Jackson Smith Jigba's got a high ankle sprain, and you can just do a flip and get younger, right? And get a good player. So sorry, Pete, go ahead.
Yeah. Really fast. 10 teams are flex. Would you rather have Tet or Nico?
Tet by a line slide.
Yeah, that's not close for us. So in this league, a couple interesting trades went down. Malik Neighbors got traded for a 29 first, a 29 second, a 28 second, and Justin Jefferson. So that would be pretty sick. Michael Wilson
really weird
for RJ Harvey and Stevenson. Jaden Reed and Jonathan Taylor for Amarian Hampton. So it's definitely an interesting league with trades. If you could trade like Jamar Chase for a package like that, for that Justin Jefferson package, I feel like that would be pretty sick.
If you could have got Justin Jefferson for that package, that would have been great. But you can't because it's already done. So can we go down to teams like 7, 8, 9 to see if these guys think they're contenders here? Let's see. Contender mode. So 7. Oh, this guy got Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's pushing in.
Go to team 8.
Okay, Saquon. The hard part is he's an older running back that I worry about the value after this year.
Go back up, please. The running backs. I'm not like I personally don't hate for where our team is, like a Saquon and Jonah Coleman combo. We think we get minimum 2 years of Saquon, like minimum. I wouldn't be surprised if we get 3, to be honest with you, with his,
All right. My guess is they're going to ask for a little bit more than Luther Burden. If not, that's the dream. I mean, if you can get Saquon and Jonah Coleman for Luther Burden, that would be the dream. I think they're going to ask for a little more. What would you be willing to give on top?
That 27 third we have.
Okay. So not much.
Not much.
Okay.
Like, I mean, if push comes to shove, like I'm not giving a whole lot. Like Saquon's coming out of a down year. We're taking all the risk. We're giving the biggest hype player, so far probably in 2027 or 2026 right now. Like Luther Burden's like arguably the biggest hype player of the year, taking a step forward. So the way it sounds like this team, this league is too, like it seems like it's okay to do a little savviness. So there, I would start there. I would listen to counters. It depends what the one is, right? Like,
all right, go to 9. Let's see what team 9 has. Nope, those are not the running backs we want. I'd be open to Chase.
Yeah, I would gamble on it. I'd do it straight up. We take all the risks there, but I would do it straight up, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm. They have no running backs. And they're not working with us.
No, they're not working with us. So who's the team? Like, who needs
What about 2 or 3? Because both those teams need receivers.
Jaden Higgins torn ACL.
No way.
Yeah, it just popped on mine too.
Dang.
That's a
well,
shame.
Nico's going to have a year.
That wouldn't change your Tet for Nico, right?
No, I still want Tet. That's horrible for the kid. He was going to have a good year potentially here.
Yep. Brees would be a dream target in this type of thing. I would easily do Luther Burden straight up for Brees if possible. I'd also be willing to give a little extra if needed.
Who's his receivers? Alec Pierce, Romeo Dubs, Tebow. Jalen Noe gets a slight boost today now because that news 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Obviously, still got Tank Dell on the roster if he's not blown away in the wind. Who's our Reddit receivers again? Yeah, we'd probably have to. I would start with Luther straight up to see if he'll do it. Like, I'm wondering, do we have any of his handcuffs by chance? No. Ryan Robinson, Richard Smith. No. It'd be nice to be able to give him like how I don't know how deep, he's not super.
Does team 2 have Bijan? Because that's another team we could work with.
He's got
No.
2.
Uh,
He's got 2 and 2, so he might do that.
he might.
I would start there first to see if he's even interested and see if there's like a path for that deal.
Yeah.
You know, and right now with that Brees news with the groin injury, like that might get to. Garrett,
It's worth a shot. That would be the best.
I would offer him that 27 third and Luther just to make it look sexier. Honestly.
Yep. I think that's your best possible deal.
What's the performance dip on a groin injury? Is it?
I don't know if
once
it's
they're
long.
back, they're back.
I don't know if it's not like there's a performance dip on high ankle sprains, right? Like it's usually like a 6-week period where it's pretty rough. I don't know about a groin injury. I don't think it's like a lingering thing.
Okay.
Go to team 2 super fast. What do they have at receiver? So they have Jordan Tyson, so that's already making them worried. They could definitely use a Luther Burden. I would be open to Javonte, but I need plus. So if I could get some sort of plus,
29 second.
I would settle for that.
That
I would settle for that.
21st, by the way, is projected to be super valuable.
I would love to get like a Chris Bell thrown in or somebody like that just for, or a Keaton Mitchell thrown in, just like something little.
I see he has Hampton, so I doubt you're going to get Mitchell. I would love to get
Spears.
I would love to get. I mean, Spears. I've been hearing is going to work with the ones,
and Pollard's been a little banged up.
Yeah. So, but I mean that would really limit his running back room though too. So I don't know if he would do that.
It would. He might not be willing to do it, but
yeah, he's in a weird situation. Like it's weird that his starters put him in contender mode.
But he just doesn't have a lot of depth.
He has no depth. He's going to be killed by bye weeks and one injury away.
Absolutely.
It's almost worth it's almost like worth offering Luther Burden and take the loss for his 27 first.
If we do that though, we're definitely kind of signaling that we're going into the rebuild.
Not really. We could easily withstand, because what happens is too, like if he doesn't like something goes sideways, we could trade that 27 first for a running back. Like because we're healthy enough.
I just don't know that we can compete without another running back unless we like give a second for Montgomery, maybe from team 3. We could maybe do that.
That team's not taking a second for Montgomery.
I don't think so either. So that's the problem is I don't know how we compete if we don't make the deal.
What else? Hold on. Go back down to what this guy has. Would you do Luther Burden for David Montgomery and Alec Pierce?
No. Honestly, not even that close for me.
Yeah,
Where are you guys at with Krosky Merritt? Because I know redraft ADP, he has been going where Brooks is now. So both are kind of gaining steam.
I would not be shocked if that starting running back changes 4 times this season. At one point it's JCM, at one point it's Rashad White, and then all of a sudden, we get a Katron Allen week or two, and Robert Henry gets some run, and I think that backfield's going to be a mess most of the season.
I think Bill's solid enough. I think Bill's a solid running back. I just don't think he offers a ton of fantasy upside because he doesn't catch passes, and Rashad White does pretty solidly. So I actually think it's going to be a 1-2 punch combo they use. I think it's probably going to be honestly like a 60-40, if not a 50-50 split between the two with Bill being the starter. So I don't mind him. It's just, he's a guy you kind of he's like the Bryce Young of quarterbacks, right? Like you're going to put him in there. He's going to get the points he's going to get, but outside of scoring touchdowns, he's not offering a ton. Cause even if he has a 100-yard game, he's getting you 10 points. The guy catches no footballs.
Overall, Myles, I think you get the concept. We're trying to trade Luther for a running back if we can. We're open to a 27 first if we can't do that from a team that we don't think is going to be very good. But long story short, do your best to try to compete this year, but have an eye toward the future, because if things go sideways, you're going to want to get as much as you can, especially from a guy like Christian McCaffrey, before the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I'm pushing it until the wheel fall off, the one wheel falls off. Because right now, That's it. Once one wheel falls off, your cart's not moving, right?
If Chase or Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, it's time to move on.
Dude, if anybody outside, if any running back gets hurt, you're donezo. If Chase gets hurt, you're donezo. You can withstand anybody else for the most part, a receiver. Because I think Wandale is gonna be solid in PPR leagues. Run the same offense with Dable's offense, and you have Christian Watson, who I would start over. Again, I would start over Luther Burden anyway. So he's fine at receiver. I'm trying to capitalize on the hype of Luther Burden now to solidify a couple more years of running back. Because then you can really decide too, if you don't want to blow it up after this year, you want to go one more year, your quarterback room is gonna be deceased after that though. So that's where I would want to just get out from under it and capitalize on still a lot of peak value. Because odds are Christian Watson's probably coming off a good year. If he stays healthy, Jamar Chase will be entering that age where I feel completely comfortable getting out from under him at absolute peak value. Because if he stays healthy, he's have a monster year. Probably the favorite to be wide receiver 1 overall, if I had to say right now. So yeah, he's got a good baseline, just real thin. And I think not having his first really kind of defines the story, right? This isn't a choose your own adventure. It's kind of like page 1 to the next chapter.
Yep. All right, let's move on to Jose's nuke. But as we do, Mike asks on our earlier thing, if you had to give a late 27 second with Tyson, would you do it for Odunze? That feels with you, the team in your position in a rebuild. I'm not trying to give a lot extra on top. I get that the second's late, so I don't hate it. I'd prefer to give the third, though. If I have to give a second, I think I would just rather hold Tyson and see how things work out.
Yeah, if that's the case, no, I'm not giving it 27 seconds. Those picks will be too valuable next year. And I'm usually not a late second moves me kind of guy, but next year it does. So if it was a 28 second and I'm coming out with all those first round picks and a new team going on it, I could do a 28 second if that's what it took to get done, but not the 27 second, man. I'm not doing it. I think early 27 seconds are going to get you 28 first. And on top, not only do I think that will get you 28 first, I don't think you'll want the 28 first. I think you're going to want the player. That's how exciting it's going to be.
All right. Let's go to Jose.
Yeah, just 1 second. Okay, so this is... Where's his league?
Jay Bosa, you were just on it.
Oh. Was I?
Yep.
Oh, I was looking at
League
Willis.
name
My
is-
bad.
You're good. All right. So this is the 16 teamer, right?
Yep.
Okay. 16 teams, start 10, half point PPR, tight end premium is a full point. Half PPR, yeah, but you get a full point for tight end premium. You can start
if he's watching, by the way. The dude just ordered 6 t-shirts.
Somebody just ordered 6 t-shirts?
It's 5, sorry. I got it wrong.
Still, that's quite
Lions, Titans, Jets, Raiders, 49ers.
Dude,
Galaxy, you will be on this stream. Thanks for the nuke.
Yep.
Yeah, nukes are guaranteed. It's an albatross around our neck that we say if you nuke, we can't go anywhere. My leg, I get stung by a bee and I'm allergic. I got to sit down and I got to talk.
Doesn't matter.
I gotta talk fantasy. Sorry.
Yep. Call somebody to bring the EpiPen because otherwise you're going to die. All right. So in the 16-team 1QB league, we have J.J. McCarthy, Jacoby Brissett, Carson Allen, Drew Allar. Running backs, we have Quinshawn Judkins, Ramondre Stevenson, Jordan Mason, DJ Giddens. Wide receivers, we've got Justin Jefferson, Emeka Ibuka, Marvin Harrison Jr., Travis Hunter. Tight ends, Brock Bowers and Trey McBride.
Did you say 16 team?
16.
Yep.
Okay. My head is I was like, wow, that's pretty.
How is this the number one team with no quarterback? Yeah, it's 16 teams.
I got 227 first.
And
Not
we got
ours,
227 first with the 2 top tight ends. We are in first in dynasty mode. Pete, where are we at in contender mode? We are in 5th place. So, Rich, 16 teams. I am in one 16-team league, and they're brutal in the best possible way. They're brutal because the amount of quality players that you can get on your team tends to be pretty low. So you're counting on very fringe players to contribute for you at times.
Could I read some names that are available on the waiver wire?
Sure.
So Tua's available. Dontavian Wicks,
Pick him up.
Okay. Yep.
Dulcich.
Pick him up.
Other than that, that's
Two is the
kinda-
priority
kinda
ad.
it, yeah.
I'm in a 16-team league. Quarterbacks are really tough to come by. So Tua is a high priority ad for me.
Yeah, because you're probably going to start him.
Probably.
And who can we drop? We're going to drop.
I'm fine dropping Seth McGowan.
I don't know if I'd drop McGowan left.
I'm fine dropping Trey Harris.
I mean, Seth McGowan looks like he's going to be the backup over Giddens. Is what
Okay,
reports
then I'm
are.
fine dropping Giddens.
The local beat reporter said like Giddens is not even a roster lock at this point. I saw yesterday. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Nathan. You can switch it right in your app. It's right in the upper right hand corner, just like it is on the website.
And also, if you import your own rankings when you hit it, you could view it from your own. Like, so say you put in Matthew Berry's rankings or JJ Zacharysen's, right? When you hit that trophy,
Or just yours.
yeah, or your own personal rankings, like it just want to see like how, like if you ever question yourself, you can put your own ranks in there and could save. And then when you go in there, it has contender mode. Dynasty mode is going to be the consensus between us nerds, right? And then like there'll be an option for your own mode, or like you can label it too, like Zacharysen's mode, and it'll show you the value there as well. And you kind of go in and out of contender that way. The app is designed to work any way you want it to work. And we have a big update coming here in a couple of weeks too. That's going to even be better. But going back to this team, yeah, I'm picking up those players. I'd drop TJ Giddens. I would drop Trey Harris. Yeah, I have no problem doing that. If I had to drop Max Clare, I have no problem doing that. It looks like Terrence Ferguson's ahead of him already. Coming out of camp, even though they spent a solid pick on Max Clare, I like him. I like Ferguson's tape better. So two was a my
comment.
And then Wicks would also be high.
Sorry. Did we comment on the fact that it's a standard scoring league?
Oh, it's standard too?
It is, but it's not.
What?
It's not standard scoring. It's half point. We don't
Okay.
have half point. So it's half point and then full tight end, like full point for tight ends.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I misread. Okay.
All right. They are amazing stacks.
Dude, they really are. They're great.
Garrett likes his prunes.
So, for me, Garrett, the way I look at this is we're thin at running back, but we're fine, right? And being a 16 team, I'm sure this is going to be the case for everybody. The first thing you would say is like, and I love like our receiving room's lockdown, right there. So you're obviously starting Marv over Travis Hunter. The first thing you would say would be like, oh, trade Trey McBride. But like the fact that this is tight end premium where you get a full point per reception in this, like having Brock Bowers and Trey McBride for how thin everybody else is going to be gives you such a massive edge. I have no interest in doing that whatsoever. You have 227 first, which is fantastic. You can pick Tua off your waiver wire. What are those? So you got D Spires and what are those guys on the contender mode?
So D Spires is
Heath?
6.
Okay.
And then
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one's super valuable.
Yeah, so you're gonna get either Jeremiah Smith, Jaden Baugh, Cam Coleman added to this roster, right? And then best player available at the second first. And if it's later, you're honestly probably gonna get the number 1 overall quarterback or someone on those lines too, which I'd be very interested in there. Outside of that, Garrett, like I don't see it because there's nothing we could really move. Like if I could move Travis Hunter for a quarterback, like I would do it. There's no way we can.
Rich,
I don't
if
see
we
a path here to move stuff because I want to like we're 5th in contender mode, but I like our team.
I do too. I'd like to see the first place team and the second
Me
place
too.
team real quick.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I want to see like how far off are we from these guys. So this is a good team, but they're pretty shallow at receiver. And
Real shot. That was the
Trent's
Mike
just
Evans
okay.
too. Yeah, we could beat.
I think we could at least hang with that team.
Yep.
What about team 2? Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at, Rich. If you could potentially trade the later 27 first for a truly impact player,
Yeah.
would you do it?
Yeah, I was gonna say the only thing I'm even interested in is potentially trading that pick. So let's scroll down. Let's scroll down
To the
bottom
lowly people.
So we're gonna start from the bottom. I am interested in quarterback though too. Like not having to worry about quarterback in a 16-man league helps. Okay.
Yep.
This guy's not giving us Genty. It's the only thing I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, hold on. This guy. So he's got Jordan Love.
I'm curious. Is someone like Rashee Rice someone that you are targeting in this large of a league because of the the variance, or are you staying away from him?
I am staying. I have no interest whatsoever in acquiring Rashee Rice outside of like a second-round pick, and nobody's selling Rashee Rice for a second-round pick.
Okay.
So like I don't even care if I'm a contender. I'm not offering a 28 first for Rashee Rice. Like I just don't trust the dude at all.
Rich, it's very hard to understand the value of quarterback in a 1 QB league when it's 16 teams. But let's say hypothetically you were able to give your 27 first and you could get Jordan Love and Jameson Williams if you gave a little extra. Like you had to give a little something on top of the 27 first. Would you do that?
Oh, yeah, easily I would do that.
That would be the kind of move I'd like to pursue, where because 2 players makes a huge difference in a 16 team and we're only starting 10. Like that gives us a lot more flexibility during the bye weeks if an injury occurs. Because that's the thing. All of these teams are, look okay as long as everyone stays healthy. As soon as 1 or 2 injuries happen, they all start to look really ugly. So if I can get Jordan Love and add a little bit of depth with keeping my high end 27 first, I think I like that move.
I would offer the 27 first, and I'd offer my 27 second as well.
I think I'd be okay with that.
Because then it's gonna be it's almost a 3rd round regular pick at that point, if we're true contenders. If that can get it done, I would love that deal. Let's see what this guy's draft picks he have.
He's not done anything.
Isn't anything. So I would start there, go to 13, the next team. He has no quarterback. I'm really focused on quarterback here. Because I think that's the difference between us being legit contenders here.
Agree. And then you have some extra assets that could be starters.
Sorry, go back one more. I would do. I know you want JMO.
Mm-hmm.
He has Love. Would you do that late 27 first for Caleb and one of those running backs, and just not have to worry about quarterback at all? Knowing our 27 first is high, we're gonna add another impact player there, and just not take the gamble on quarterback. You're gonna, you know what I mean? Instead of going for Jordan Love and Jameson Williams, which I love, which I don't know if that's gonna get done. If it does work, I'm totally okay with it, taking Jordan Love and Jameson Williams for a first and second. That'd be ideal for me. But
you're talking Caleb Williams and Jalen Naylor or something like that,
or
for the first and second,
DeAndre Swift, or
that might be too expensive.
Well, here's the thing.
Worth an ask though.
The problem is, Garrett, I would be here's why I'm okay with it. I'm just trying to I'm getting a year ahead of my pick. With that that second 27 first, where it's positioned, more likely than not, where our team is, we need a quarterback. So we're taking a quarterback there, right? For the most part. So why not just go ahead and I know in value wise, I'm oh, that doesn't even but if we're already planning on taking our quarterback room's almost non-existent. And with that 27 first, we really want to take a quarterback with that second mid to late quarterback pick, which doesn't even guarantee us the number 1 overall pick. It might be the second quarterback in the draft. I would rather just have Caleb. I'd rather have a proven asset than gamble, wait for him to develop into something good as well. We're getting a quarterback that's in Ben Johnson's offense. We're getting a quarterback that has tons of weapons. So for me, I know that sounds like an overpay, but I don't like almost. I'd almost just give the 27 first. I think we can get a little bit more on top. You're right, like a small piece. Like even with Jaden Reed, I would take Jaden. Like that'd be great.
Garrett,
Like
are
I'd
you
love
saying
Jaden
that
Reed.
it's
I'd
an
even settle.
overpay on the other? Which side are you saying is an overpay? I might have misunderstood there. On my
We
end,
might be
but-
overpaying a little
okay.
bit if we give a first and second for Caleb Williams.
oh, I forget this. I was talking about just offering the first straight up.
Just a first for Williams and
Oh.
Swift.
Hopefully, I don't know if one late first will even get you Caleb Williams. I don't
You
know.
don't think it would in this league?
It's so tough. 16 team leagues are so weird that it's kind of like a super flex league in a sense where it's like it's always hard to know how that league's going to value the quarterback. So like I truly don't know how this league would go about it. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know.
Well, I'm interested in that offer. I'm interested in the Jordan Love and Jameson Williams offer as well. And like honestly, who's our quarterbacks again? Because I would like if he wants a second quarterback, who's our quarterbacks again?
Brissett,
Yeah, I would have
Beck, or Aller.
I would have no problem offering back a quarterback too. Like to give him a little like I'd be like, hey dude, you can pick any other quarterback you want on my roster. Honestly, like to go back with that.
Yeah.
So you have two quarterbacks. Who else is on there? So who's at 12?
Ooh, this team is starting to come out of the rebuild, but they're probably still a year away.
Especially with Tyson.
Does he have multiple firsts too? Tell me.
Yep.
He does.
He does.
Three.
Interested. Go back up.
Would you do Dart straight up for our late first?
I think so.
I think I would too. So that gives you another option there.
Yeah, and he'd probably like, oh, dude, I get Dart off my roster. Like, and I don't have a quarterback to start. So
Yeah, it
it's
makes my pick better next year. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying too? Like about like just
Yeah.
getting ahead of it and getting like given a proven asset.
Yeah, instead of taking the risk, 100%.
Just taking the
Because
risk.
we're right there. We are right there in this league.
Yeah, I would do Dart. I would do Caleb Williams. That's my number because I feel really comfortable with our team. And then having the other
Yeah.
first makes me feel really good about it as well. And like it looks like you only have to start probably one running back, I would assume, in this league. I would assume you got to start one running back.
You might still have to start two.
Okay, because that would depend. Like, well, I mean, obviously wherever our pick falls, you know, like it's gonna be Smith and Coleman 1, 2.
Yep.
And then whatever running back. If we fit a third pick, it's easy. It's a running back, probably.
Yeah. Go back to our team real quick, Pete. What is our pick situation? I know we have the 2 first. What else do we have? Okay,
We
so
don't
then we
have
don't really
our
have anything
28
until
first, no.
29, except for
I
that 27 third.
Which is fine. Our team's young. Like
Yeah.
we're fine. Like I like if Marv hits, we're like shit, we're set. Like
We're
set.
in a great spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like, and what's nice is like we're not forced to do anything, and we're in a good spot to have
Mm-hmm.
that bonus like like to go get what we need. And like, I understand what you're saying about the value of a quarterback. That's my target because I'm trying to win. I'm trying to win this league, and I think a quarterback like Jackson Dart or Caleb Williams is the kind of player that can get it done, and that's the exact kind of player I want. A young quarterback I don't have to worry about for a long time. We miss out on 28, totally fine. We have a boat that could steady the waves. So
Absolutely. So yeah, quarterback, I'm fine with just getting one great quarterback, or I'm fine going the Jordan Love level route and getting another pick or player on top to add depth as well. Just kind of go for whatever the best value
go
is.
to team 11 and team 13 to have a lot of quarterbacks. So you got this guy. Okay, so this guy has he has Brock Purdy, who I like a lot.
Yeah.
Go down.
13 was Josh Allen.
Okay, that's Josh.
Would
Allen.
you do Purdy and Lane for? I mean, I'd love to do it for just a first, but they might ask for a little more.
Purdy and Lane. Go down, Pete. Does he have his picks? He does. Okay, so make sure.
No
Doesn't have his
28. But he's got some extra seconds and thirds.
Purdy and take the risk on Jacoby Lane. That'd be my third. I could settle for that. Yeah. Because Purdy's only 26, so I could settle for that. And we get to upside another young receiver.
We could also even go the route potentially. Now, this is less secure, but maybe more upside. Could you go up real quick, Pete, to our receivers and running backs? Sorry, not ours, the team that was just up there. Sorry about that. I would also be open to, like,
Wait,
could
which team
I
was that?
get? Yeah, this team right here.
This team? Okay.
Yeah, if I gave my first, could I get Daniel Jones and a high end position player? Like, can I get Kyron Williams? Can I get George Pickens? Probably not Pickens, but like that kind of deal too. I might also be open to.
I'm not open to that because I don't. Daniel Jones is somewhat of a question mark. I love what he did when he was in season being quarterback 7. Kyron, I think. Listen, man, historical data. He's been a running back 3 times, right? Kyron doesn't have the stature or, to me, skill set to enter that mold of those all-time great fantasy football running backs. I just like the odds are so far against it, and knowing the split carry they're using with Blake Corum as well towards the end of the and that's a drum beat. Like the knowing that his money's going to start going up a little bit and that they'll have a chance to get out from under him. I just can't spend a 27 first on that. Like it'd have to be.
Could you do it? And I'm with you on Williams. He was questionable to me. If you could give the first and second and get Daniel Jones and George Pickens, would you do it?
Oh, well, yeah, easily.
Okay.
Yeah, easily I would do that. I don't know if it gets done, but easily. That guy just wants to get out from under it. You know, a 25-year-old stud receiver come up with wide receiver 4 year. Yeah, who still has a chance to be on a different team next year. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, do you imagine George Pickens with Jaden Daniels in Washington? That'd be the grossest thing of all time.
That'd be awesome. Be awesome. All right.
Yeah, I'm targeting that. I'm using that first to go for the quarterback. Like Jackson Dart, Caleb Williams seems like they're in position to be got, and that's the way I'm going. And I have no problem. And honestly, Garrett, if push came to shove in a 16-man league, and like, dude, I need your second and first for those guys. I don't care. You know, like it's not about winning trades all the time. Like we talked about this, and we talked about like even that Casey Concepcion trade. Like I'm aware on paper, like I lost that trade. Like why everybody's pooping. I understand that. Like I'm trying to get ahead of something, and make my team better. This is a different scenario where like I'm okay to lose. Definitely wants a late draft pick, to make my team in a better position to win. Right? Like I don't want to get bent over no lube, but like I'm not okay with somebody stepping on my toes. Right? Like it sucks. You know, you're not happy about it, but like. You're not gonna, shank somebody over it. This isn't 1985 Compton.
All right, let's move on to Cooper's team. We've got another big league here. I think this is a 14-teamer.
That's a big ass league.
Yeah, but just a second. I am somehow these got messed up. So this is blood, sweat.
Pete, you are not on it today. You are just all over the place.
I appreciate that because that insinuates that there are days that I'm on top of things. So
every day you're on top of things.
So he says I wouldn't say I need a roster rescue considering I placed second last year and I'm in contention again this year. But my issue is that there's a super team in my league. I think we can probably guess who. And I'm looking to see if it's worth to push the chips in and try to compete or wait until his team dies down. It's a 14-man Superflex PPR, no tight end premium.
Yeah.
I've got the best quarterback room in the league, and I want to use that to my advantage, but I'm not sure which route to go with that. And he has a couple of trades.
This is why this is why it comes handy to the league analyzer as well, right? Like to give you that bird's eye view. And sometimes like you can have a good team on paper, and we've talked about this before in the show. Like, who am I going up against? Like, you might, and I'll say this: it doesn't matter how good a team looks on paper when it comes to playoffs. Any given week, you can beat them. I told that story where I literally won a league back-to-back years where my team was just kind of like okay versus a super team. He won in the third year. It wasn't even against me, but like a team like on paper, like how does this team lose? And I've had teams like that lost as well. Mm-hmm. So like, you just want to make sure you have a chance to potentially beat them. So let's start here. Can we look at the first team first, the super team?
Sure.
Let's do it.
So Caleb and Trevor, very nice. Hampton, McCaffrey, Brooks, Love. Okay, doesn't really. Oh, this is the super team? Ah, okay. Not as super duper as I was thinking.
It's a great team, but it's not an Austin team.
Yeah, really good team. I wouldn't call this like. This wouldn't fit the category of a team that I'm like, oh, dude, I can't. What's the point, right?
Yeah. But let's remember this is a 14-team league. So that does make this team look a little bit better when you consider that.
I just want to compare it to I don't care about anything else but our team. So let's look at our team. So let's start
All
here.
right, so we've got Josh Allen, Jackson Dart, Matthew Stafford at the quarterback
Better.
spot.
We're way
Cam
better.
Scatterbo, Josh Jacobs, Kalen Black, Jaden Blue, Marshawn Lloyd at running back. Wide receivers, Puka Nakua, Lad McConkey, Jaden Reed, Wandale Robinson, Jacoby Myers, Ted Hurst. Then at tight end, we've got Sam Laporta, Dalton Kincaid, and Darnell Washington. Picks-wise, we have not our own, but we do have a 27 first. Pete, where
It's
is
that first.
Well,
It's that super team.
it's the super teams first. Okay.
It's still valuable.
right. Still valuable,
Like,
but not as valuable in a 14 team.
I am looking to move
Go to
that
contender mode,
first.
Pete.
What did you say?
Go to contender mode.
Okay.
All right. So this is kind of where I thought we would be. We are being buoyed in a very good way by our very strong quarterback room.
Mhm.
We need. I think he's correct in saying we need to diversify a little bit because we've got to build up this running back room
Correct.
if we're going to have a chance to compete.
And I would love to see if any of those other teams like think that want to compete, that would want Matt Stafford. Is that crazy of a super team? Yeah. Let me see the number 2 team in contender mode, just by chance. Okay. 4. I just want to see their quarterback rooms. Okay, let's start here.
This is a good team, yeah.
This guy doesn't scare me too much. Go back. Garrett, would you be open to? I mean, Matt Stafford come really in handy for us if something goes side with our quarterbacks. So that's one thing. But like,
I almost feel like we have to move Allen because Stafford's not going to get us anything. And who's our other quarterback?
I was just talking about for a running back. Like, I bet Stafford can get us David Montgomery off this team.
It could, but in a 14-team league, I feel like Matthew Stafford has even a little bit more value than that.
Yeah, go to team 6. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's team 7. All
I'd
right.
like to find a team that has just 2 solid quarterbacks, but nobody great.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody else is going to. This guy's in. This guy's trying to compete.
So this would be the kind of trade where we could potentially move an Allen, and it would hurt, but depending on what else we could get back,
I have
might be
no
worth it.
interest in moving Allen
Why?
because I'm trying to win.
He has a pretty big advantage in a 14-team league.
Yeah, I'm trying to win this. I'm more interested in moving. You know what? I'd rather go back down to the bottom here. Like, if somebody needs Stafford later, figure that out. It's gonna be too like. The problem is like Stafford. We only offer these guys who are at the top. They're at the top because they have quarterbacks. So like, I'd almost rather have that insurance policy because there might be you might definitely the Puka combo be starting Stafford over Jackson Dart potentially.
That was gonna be my question then, Rich. Then who are you gonna move? Because if we
27
don't move
first.
Allen, huh?
The 27 first for a running back down these bottom teams.
Is that going to be enough to get us to the top?
Yeah, I think we could beat that team with our roster how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm not sure our running backs are good enough.
Go back to our team again. Let me put my eyes back on it. We have
And even our receivers, our wide receiver 3 is Wandale.
Yeah, I think Wandale's fine as a wide receiver 3 in a 14-man league. We got the number 1 overall. No, we don't. We have Puka Nakua, who could be the number 1 overall receiver. We got Ladd, who I like a ton. I think Wandale's fine. Reed's and Myers are wild cards. Go back up. Receivers.
Henderson and Simpson won't help you win this year, Cougar.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So that's why I wouldn't.
No
I
way.
wouldn't make
Not
that
even
move.
remotely interested in that. Ted Hurst, if something happens to Mecca or Godwin. Okay, can we look at the bottom teams, please? Yeah, I think we can win. If Scatterbo picks up and just I know they started Najee, but Najee doesn't worry me. Can we look, so 14. Let's see here. I mean, if I can get Henderson and Love for Dart, I would do that. 14-man league, but not Ty Simpson.
Henderson and Love for Dart.
Oh, here we go. I'd offer that 27 first. Go to this guy have picks.
Well, wait. Before we move on, Rich, the worst team in the league has CeeDee Lamb. There could be something there.
If we offered
our 27 first
and who's our receivers?
if we offered our 27 first,
it'd probably
would
be
you
like
do
last hockey.
would you do our 27 first and Dart for Jordan Love and CeeDee Lamb?
Oh yeah.
That might get done too.
Yeah, I would do that. Yeah,
I don't
no
hate
problem.
that move at all.
I don't hate it at all. I would enjoy that.
Yeah, because I think there's a decent chance that Stafford was still going to be a starter for us either way. He was quarterback 3 last year, and especially with him and the Puka combo there, like that's pretty nice. So I think that's a great move that absolutely could happen.
Okay, I no problem throwing it out to your bottom team. How many picks does he have? The bottom team. Yeah, he wants more picks.
It's tough because I don't think that this guy sees himself as a rebuilder, but
We'll show him this screenshot.
I mean, having one quarterback sure makes it that way. And what like you're starting Chuba Hubbard he's not even going to play week 1. His receiving room outside of CeeDee Lamb is okay. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's fine. Go to week 3. I'm offering this dude right here. How many picks does this dude have? Yeah, I'm offering this guy my 27 first and second for Breece Hall. That 27 first and second for Breece Hall.
Yep, I'm good with that.
12 team. What else do you have? Kind of
young receivers.
DeAndre Swift. It just depends what else I can get. There's not a lot cooking there.
What's his picks? All right, this team is trying to rebuild. They've got.
he actually has our first.
Okay, go back up. What's this quarterbacks again? I don't think they're good, right?
No.
How many firsts do we have?
Just the one that's.
Oh, but next year too.
Best
You
team.
have no 28, right? Damn, I would love to offer him 2 firsts for Ashton Genty just to see if like a guy apparently likes first and go out that year. Like I would throw him the 27-29 just to see if he's interested in Ashton Genty. I doubt that gets done, but I have
Worth a shot.
Yeah, I have no problem throwing offers hey, this is what I got. This is what I'll pay.
Honestly, I might do the old. I will give you every pick I have for Ashton Genty. You can have them all.
I'd have no problem doing that whatsoever. Team 11. No. 10. Nope. 9.
This is a lot of depth pieces, but I don't know if any of them help us this year, really. At running back, at least.
No. And that's what I really want. I want a running back. 8. He's got a lot of running backs. 8 and 7 got a lot of running backs. Nope, just some good ones.
Or just a couple good ones.
I would take either one of those running backs for the 27 first.
Worth a shot. Might not get it, but worth a shot.
Now we're probably getting some people that think they're somewhat of a contender. This guy's got
This
somebody
guy has
else's
a-
first.
Does he have? Is it just somebody else's, or does he have an extra? Just someone else's. Okay.
Someone else's, yeah.
He has other running back depth too. I think Breece Hall, like the first and second for Breece Hall, is your probably best shot, or that 14-man option. But I'm listening to quarterback. I'm listening to quarterback, but it's got to be the right move if I'm moving Dart. If Stafford can give me a 2-year starter, or a 1-year like good guy, like I'd be interested in that as well. If I can, I just don't know if it gets done.
And what was our pick situation again? I know. Do we have any seconds or anything
We have
in there?
27 first, 29 first,
till
and
29.
Oh, so it has to be a 29 second that we offer too. So we have to be the 27 first and 29 second for Breece Hall.
There's some pieces out there too. If I would be willing to throw like my thirds and stuff like that out for like Can I get Kenny Gainwell? Can I get Jordan
Oh,
Mason? Can I get, some of those kind of guys that are in like timeshares? Like, can I give you 2/3 to get one of those guys on a crappy team or something like that?
No, I mean, Cooper, you're in it to win it. So like you already don't have your 28 first, so it doesn't matter. So 29, like when you're entering that rebuild, I mean, basically after the 28 years, so 26, 27, 27, 28, like Puka is only gonna be 27 years old. Lad McConkey is gonna be like 26 years old. That's when you're gonna be able to like to pivot. Like Josh Allen still hold value. So like when you're ready to kind of blow it up, like you'll still have good assets. Like I'm not worried about that future draft capital right now. I'm trying to win the league. That's kind of like where you're at, and that's kind of the bet you made, right? You don't have your 28 first. You have somebody else's 27 first, which is that team that looks like they're the best team. So like you're all in. So once you're all in, that's it. You're all in. So that 27 first, like that's potentially going to be pick 2-2 in most drafts. Like that to me, that has to go for a running back. Like I need the depth on that running back. If I had to like tear down for some player, like for like Puka and get something, that way I would, but again, I don't want to, cause like I want to win, and you have the assets, like, and you're scared of that first team. I'm not scared of that first team.
I would also, Rich, I know we kind of threw or went by it pretty quick, but that Ashton Genty team, I really am throwing out like, hey, I will give you all my picks and whichever receiver you like more out of Caleb Douglas and Ted Hurst. Like, see if you can get that done, because if you add an Ashton Genty to your running back room, changes the game.
Yeah, 100%. I love that, and the fact that like you have Marshawn Lloyd with Josh Jacobs makes me feel very comfortable there.
Me too.
The Najee Harris signing I don't love. If Najee's on your waiver wire, pick him up. I doubt he is. But you do need a running back. Like. And listen, if somebody gets hurt, you're screwed. But that's everybody in a 14-man league. I mean, one team doesn't have a ton of depth. So,
I'd pick up George Holani just in case.
Oh, I would definitely pick up George Holani. Yeah, definitely pick up George.
Yep. All right. Well, best of luck, Cooper. I think we're on to.
It's a solid. I think you could compete. I really do. Things go right for you. You can definitely.
Yep, compete. Cooper. All of your picks, literally any pick you have for Genty. Every single pick, and then even throw in Caleb Douglas or Ted Hurst if that's what's needed to get the deal done. If that's a possibility, you do that this second.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're still only giving up 2 firsts, one of them way down the road and one of them super late. In a 14-man league where those picks are a little bit less valuable, you're only giving up 2 firsts and a bunch of other whatevers. So, absolutely.
Yeah. Breece Hall, second target.
Yep, CeeDee Lamb, third.
Great. This is what you talk about, Willis's team. It's a 12-team, start 10. And then pretty regular bonuses, actually. I feel like a move or two away from being a legitimate contender.
All right.
We'll see.
Let's see what we got here. So we've got in this 12-team Superflex tight end premium league, Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott as our starting quarterbacks, Jacoby Brissett in there as a sort of third quarterback. Running backs, we've got Bijan, Omarion Hampton, Cam Scatteraboo, DeAndre Swift, Tyjae Spears, Jordan Mason, Tank Bigsby, Marshawn Lloyd. Wide receivers, Malik Neighbors, A.J. Brown, Rashee Rice, Jaden Reed, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Adonai Mitchell, Torrey Orton. At tight end, we've got Mark Andrews, Eli Raridan, Evan Ingram. We have all of our picks, Rich. We are in 4th in Dynasty mode. Where are we at in contender?
We have to be higher in contender mode.
I just want to say, no, we're still in 4th.
I don't know how, like, this team to me is so deep. You have 2 high-end quarterbacks. You have, go back up to running backs real quick.
Yep.
You have an elite running back room with Tyjae Spears, Marshawn Lloyd, and Jordan Mason in your back pocket. You have Rice Brown.
It's tight end.
He does need tight end. I was going to say, I have something like you aren't. Here's how I'm really going to say this with this roster. You're not doing anything right now because you're not going to get any value where the value is. Stephon Diggs more likely than not going to bring you good value. I think Chris Godwin's going to bring you really good value, right? One of those backup running backs is going to give you good enough value to trade maybe like a DeAndre Swift. I am looking to grab a tight end like I'm Zach with you, Garrett, on this. I am looking to grab a good tight end. The problem is nobody's gonna be really looking to deal with you like a team 6, right? Go to team 6, or even the first like that. Team 6 has.
Do one of these teams have 2 tight ends, or is this one of those double up teams?
Oh, he just says
Yeah, they got
Go
Bowers.
to team 6.
And then Warren.
Team 1 has 2 of them.
Okay,
I would
And
love
then
to get Tyler Warren.
Team 6 is the Bowers team.
okay, let's see if there's a now offer for Warren. Go to our team.
The number 1 team is going to be less likely to work with us, but they desperately need a running back. They're pretty shallow at running back.
Yeah, but I don't want to help it. Go back to team 6. That's Warren McBride.
Team 1 has Warren.
No, team 1's the one that has Warren.
Who else do they have?
Warren and McBride.
That's team 1.
And then they're the ones that need the running back, though.
Dust J. Go back down. Dust J.E. Where's that guy?
9.
I would offer him. He's so desperate. I would offer him a Mario and Hampton for Tyler Warren at 27 first. What else could I give on top if I had to?
Wait, you're giving Omari and Hampton and a 27 first for Warren?
No. I am giving Amari. I'm asking for. I would do a little on top.
Oh,
but
you
he's
want
so
Warren
desperate.
and the first for
And the
Hampton?
first. Yeah,
Got it.
we could settle.
Okay.
We can lose the loss of. Listen, Hampton's ranked high, rightfully so. Going back to his tape, Hampton was a very nice running back, right? Like got what was there for him. Big kid. Not overly concerned with like what Mike McDonald's saying, because I've heard that story before about we're gonna use all 3 guys and it's just one guy.
Yeah.
But I like our depth so much. I think Tyler Warren could be a difference maker and get an extra 27 first in our pocket from a team that's not good in this league. I would really like it. I don't know. We might have to get something on top of it, but this guy might see Hampton in his inbox and knowing he has Trey McBride and like, dude, that's not my first. Like he might get real excited about getting an option to get a Hampton there.
If I had to make the deal happen, I would be willing to do Hampton in the second for Warren in his first.
Go back to our team.
Because our second's going to be late. So,
yeah,
But I think right away, Rich, then we're using that extra first to go replace Hampton. Because we need another running back.
I made this exact same trade about a month ago.
What?
I traded Hampton for Warren plus a 27 first.
Yeah,
Love it.
And I'm not like after that, Garrett, like I'm kind of patient on like what I want to do. I want to see how like Spear shakes out, Swift shakes out, makes like I'm not overly excited to get that first away because like we have so much depth and we have Bijan who counts as like a 1.5 running backs there.
We do, but I want to make sure
good first, Garrett. Go to that team 9, whose first it is.
I just want to make sure that we're not missing an opportunity at a bye week, because I think if we add Tyler Warren and we're able to replace Hampton with something somewhat comparable, then we're a bye team, and I want that bye for the playoffs.
Do we have our first?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'd move our first for a runner.
Sure.
Or something
But that's what I'm saying. I'm moving a first.
Okay. I'm not moving that first. That first is like I think we might have to get something on top because I bet that guy would come back like, dude.
That's why I said give our second.
Yeah, I would offer our second and Amari and Hampton for Tyler Warren and that guy's first right there because that first is going to be top 3, or maybe 4 or 5 because those other teams look really bad.
Pete, what about those bottom teams there? 10, 11, 12. Are there running backs potentially available?
Chase Brown.
Okay, I'm open to that. Jeremiah Love, I like him a lot. I don't think he's going to help us as much this year as I want him to.
We're not getting him anyways.
No, don't love that. What about
I would be here. What I'm doing is like I understand. Like I am trying to get that Hampton deal done first of all, and then if not, like I'm just waiting. Like I love the depth pieces we have. Like week 3, 4, 5, perfect scenario to get what he wants, and he'll like know where his team settles in.
I would hate to take a loss or 2 in there though, Rich, because we're just not quite strong enough at running back.
What are you talking about? We're not strong at running back.
If we lose Hampton, we're fine, but we're not great.
Go. Our team is fine. Like our team. Like Look at all these teams behind. We're not.
But Rich,
great.
if we're all in, if we're a contender, why risk it? Like if we go to Team 9 who has a bunch of running backs, maybe we can give him back his pick for something super valuable. Like
I would offer
I'm
him
not
his
trying
pick
to
back.
take any extra L's.
I would offer him his pick back I would offer him his pick back in a 28-second for Devon Achane. That's about it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I think there's a deal to be
yeah.
made here
Okay.
to make sure that we are elite because I think we can go right at that top team.
Honestly, I would give him his first back, and I would give him 2 seconds if I had to, like for Achane.
But
I would say, hey, dude, your pick is going to be really high. Like if you get Achane off your roster, like, and I would make sure he's very aware of that. Like that's like your pick's not just like any first; it's in 27. Yeah, Garrett, if we move Hampton and get Tyler Warren and Achane, like that is like, you know,
Perfect scenario.
We found a goose that lays golden eggs. What is happening here? Like that's like that. Like, and I've seen sexiness happen like that, right? Like all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, how did I get here? Like these these sheets are silky. That woman is way out of my league. I don't know how I got here, but like I'm gonna breathe deep because this is a magical moment. I love that path. If that opens up, I would work hard at it with this. And honestly, I would probably give his first and my first for Achane if I had to. I don't
think
love
I'd
that,
be
though.
willing to.
I would love
the
to
weird
see-
part is this
I
team
would
might
love to
think
see-
they're a competitor.
If I did that, I would love to find a way to get DJ Moore back. Like, hey, dude, if you're just gonna go in, you want your first to be high anyways. Give me DJ Moore because I think DJ Moore could be a big asset.
I think that's fair to ask back because you're like, bro, I'm handing you the keys to get Jeremiah Smith, Arch Manning, or Cam Coleman. Like I'm handing you the keys.
And you need.
He also has Tyson, so he's kind of getting forced into a rebuild whether he wants to or not.
And then he can move Saquon and Henry to other teams, and he's all of a sudden in a decent spot for a rebuild. But
now remember, that is only based on if we get Hampton.
There's a lot of moving pieces here
for Warren and whatever, like what we have to do. Like, and honestly, like Garrett, it is almost like, okay, say guys like, no, that pick's too valuable. Would you do Hampton in our 27 first for Tyler Warren in that 27 first, which I think is going to be right around 4, which is very valuable. Plus, like, what else does that guy have? Like some more draft.
I'd be willing to do that if he can throw in his second.
It'd have to be a 28-second. No, 27.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I would do
so
that.
we're pick swapping in the first. I get an extra second, and Warren, he gets Hampton.
Yeah. And then you're offering that team his first back in 2 seconds. And maybe honestly, his first 2:27 seconds and my 28-second for Devon Achane.
I think there's a way to make these deals both happen. Neither one seems crazy to me. I think they're both in the realm of possibility.
If that goes through, if you can make those, like if you have that clear chain of trades, you are the favorite to win. Even given that
100%.
Your team is sexy. If not, listen, if you can't do anything now, again, I feel very comfortable with like you're still set up even after those trades to recoup some of those seconds for like you have some lateral pieces you won't start that'd be good players like Chris Scott. You know what I mean? Like, and what's nice is like if you have any fault, you're like you're almost injury proof at that point. You're bye week proof. Like you're in a really good spot after you get through the bye weeks to start selling off assets like that. Like you'll know who you want your starting lineup to be, and then outside of those guys, like I'm going to try and recoup some of those picks.
One guy I would like to potentially just keep an eye on to see, and obviously there's risk involved, but risk is all over the place in fantasy football. Is if I can't make any of these deals happen, can I just go out and see if I can find George Kittle for a second? Because with all of those injuries this year, if George Kittle can stay healthy, he's going to have a monster season.
And he's on the last ranked team.
And he's on the last ranked team. They would love to get a second round pick for George Kittle. Love it. So that is my break glass in case of emergency. I'm sending that second, and I'm getting George Kittle.
The nice thing about the Achane trade too is it's only a matter of time with this team, right?
Yes.
Like if it takes him like 2 to 3 weeks to realize just how he needs to blow it up.
He is.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Great stuff.
He's in a tough spot. So, all right. Best of luck, Willis. Let's move on to Christopher or
yes.
Christopher.
I actually think it's Christopher.
I'm
He
pretty
is
sure it's
related
Christopher.
to Travis Etienne. So start 10 team league, half point PPR Superflex. Everyone in this league, including me, is
What are we doing here?
completely new to Dynasty. Seems like
Okay.
most teams value players that will have high production immediately, but the bottom teams that think that they are competing are mostly unwilling to trade their picks.
Go down.
He's got a lot of youth and a lot of value on the team.
Yeah. Go down.
Who's his tight ends and picks? And he's got 227 first.
Hey, Christopher. You're good, baby.
You're looking good. All right. Let's go through this team real quick. So at the quarterback spot, we've got Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, Tyler Shuck, and even Drew Allar. Maybe we'll see. Running backs, Brees Hall, Travion Henderson, Chase Brown, Javonte Williams, Cam Scattaboo, Travis Etienne, Jonathan Brooks. Wide receiver, Emeka Ibuka, Garrett Wilson, Carnell Tate, Rome Odunze, Brian Thomas Jr., Jordan Tyson, Luther Burden, Casey Concepcion. We've got Brock Bowers and Tucker Kraft, and then A.J. Barner as well at tight end. 2 first. We are in first in dynasty mode. We are in first in contender mode. There's really not a lot you need to do here, honestly, Christopher. Like, you're in an amazing spot. Auction startup. Yep. That's
Who's that, Roy? Who's first we have? And listen, it's 10 teams. So a lot of teams look good. We have that, Roy. I know, but go in contender mode. I want to see where he's at.
We are in contender
In the middle.
they're in sixth. Middle of the road.
I mean, if this guy's overvaluing his stuff, trade for his 27 first.
So, no, go back to our team. I would love to be able to tier up for an elite. I would love to use a lot of this depth and tier up for receiver. These people want to see instant gratification, which is fine. If your team's healthy, your team's the best team. You're going to win the championship. Like, I don't know how you get past Lamar and just Jane Daniels alone, right? If Mecca picks back out, I think Carnell Tate's going to be good. I think Rome's going to be good. You got Brian Thomas on your bench. You got Casey. Dude, like, you got Brock Bowers and Tucker Kraft. I would love to, like, use Luther Burden and somebody needs running back help and, like, the upside of Travion Henderson or Etienne, or honestly, I wouldn't mind moving like Chase Brown and like Luther Burden together to tier up for like a really good receiver combo. Like go to team like 3.
Also, Galaxy, can you let us know what teams are like up to trade? Because it sounds like there's some teams that are, and also some
A little
teams
resistant.
that aren't. Yeah.
Go back to our team again. Man, I would offer.
I think in both teams, I would really love to combine 2 players, 3 players, or 2 players and a pick or something like that to upgrade to like an elite player.
Yeah, like a Mecca Ibuka, Chase Brown for Jack. Like I'd almost rather like our depth. I'd even overpay for like Jackson Smith.
What about Team 10? Like they have a billion running backs, or yeah, Team 8 has a billion receivers. Like, yeah, is there a way to get Amon Ra? Is there a way to get Malik Neighbors? Is there a way? What about Team 10?
Team 10 overvalues everything.
Is there a way to get Ashton Genty? Are those paths even available? Because you could look at this team and tell them, like, dude, you have no wide receivers. I could give you 2 receivers and a running back to replace Ashton Genty to make you a more complete team.
He said though that Team 10's not tradable.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
Everybody kind of feels they're probably a contender here. Like, so this guy needs running back help pretty bad, right?
You said the bottom teams in general, so I don't know if that's specifically Team 10 or that's just bottom teams.
Listen, I am putting out there like a slight overpay for Amon Ra, Jackson Smith. Like, dude, I'm considering offering that guy that's Jackson Smith and Jigba an offer he can't refuse. Like, I'm like, go back to our team. Chase Brown. I would offer that guy, Chase Brown, Luther Burden in our first.
Okay, it's mostly Team 10 that's unwilling to trade. Yeah, so I mean, if there's other teams, then we're star searching is what we're doing here. Especially in a 10-team league. And what do we start? We start 10, which is fair. It's a very normal amount, but in a 10-team league, everyone's going to have good players. The depth like this is unnecessary in this league. So we're star searching. What 2 or 3 players or 2 or 3 total assets can I combine together to get a top 5 receiver, a top 5 running back? Because we already have top 5 quarterbacks and top 5 tight end. We're star searching.
Dude, I would offer Chase Brown, Luther Burden, Jordan Tyson, and a 28 first for Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I would pay my 27 if I had to. It's an overpay. I would do it. In this league, in this format, that's what I want. Like I'm willing to overpay in a 10-man league for the elite asset.
Yep.
And definitely with our team. Because we have the depth.
That's the one thing we need. That's the one thing we're missing is a player at running back or wide receiver that is a game changer. That's what we're missing.
And like, if somebody offered me that, that's like such a great deal. I don't know if I could accept it, like for Jackson Smith, but like, dude, that's an offer you put in somebody's inbox and like, dude, how do I say no to this? Like, I'm getting Chase Brown, Luther Burden, Jordan Tyson in a 28 first for Jackson Smith. Like, what
does Team 7 have?
I'm offering
James Cook, AJ Brown. Like, Cook would be like the lowest end of the guys that I would like potentially go after, but I do think he's gonna have a monster season.
I could buy low on
Team
Marv.
6.
I would give this guy needed running back help for Marv Garrett. I would offer like Luther Burden and one of our non-running back starters essentially for Marv.
Marv, I feel like is just another player with all the players that we already have. Like, I feel like he's another one of those guys.
Upside guy. I know. That's why I'm not giving up much. I'm going after like tier 1 talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is Chase available? Probably not. But with our team. Oh, Team 7. All right, go back to 7 then. If he just traded away Gibbs.
Trade away Gibbs.
I mean, I know you want Harrison, which I'm open to it.
It's not a big deal.
The guy I'm focused on is James Cook. That's the guy I'm focused on.
Yeah, and then can we get like a DJ Moore? But it's the thing, we're so good at receiver. Go back to our team again. We have so many guys; it's hard to keep track. And here's the thing with our receiving room: like Garrett Wilson's for sure. Nobody else is for sure.
Right. It's all. We'll see.
This was the.
I mean,
Gibbs
would you
trade,
be
by the
willing to
way.
give this guy like a Chase Brown and Jonathan Brooks, and then maybe a pick for James Cook?
I mean, I feel like just offering Jonathan Brooks and Chase Brown's pretty close. Maybe like what are receivers instead of a pick? Like what pick? Not a first.
No, probably second.
Second. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Or yeah, I would be willing to.
What do you take for Gibbs, Pete? I want to see what kind of deal this guy's trying to.
It was a 27 first, 28 first, 29 first, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Bucky Irving.
21st and 29 first and Marv. I would want Gibbs there, but okay.
No, it was 3 first. It was 3 first Marv.
Oh wow! Holy shit kebabs. Okay, yeah. I mean, that team's got to take that offer. I would take that offer. Marv plus 3 first.
that doesn't matter if I'm rebuilding or competing.
Yeah.
I'm taking that trade no matter what.
I'll figure out running back.
So I'm
later.
guessing the first place team is the one that, or no, we're the first place team. Must be the second place team.
Yeah, it's this guy.
Yeah, and he's getting some elite assets, so I appreciate what he's doing, but he doesn't have the quarterbacks to compete with us. So if we can just get one elite piece, I don't care if it's a running back or receiver, we need one elite piece. Find a way to make that happen.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That's the move I'm looking for. I want the elite receiver, and I'm using our talent to do it. And Chase Brown's, Chase Brown's having a really good year, and I think there's a really good way to capitalize on that.
I want Jamar Chase. I want Justin Jefferson. I want JSN. I want Puka Nacua. If somehow a running back's available, I want Bijan. I want Chan, somebody like that.
Yeah, and like, but you're not desperate to do anything either. Like you're just trying to see that
No.
hands out.
All right, we're on to Alexander.
Yep. Let me pull that up. There we go. It is a 1 quarterback, 12 team start 9. Do I blow it all up or go all in and lose out on the next year's class? I feel like my roster is a tight end short of a contender, but it could be delusional. The GM tool has me exactly in 6th in both Dynasty and Contender mode. Spoiler alert, my bad. My last rebuild only got me this far, and it's hard to throw in the towel on these guys, and I think I will do better next time.
All right, we've got Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, J.J. McCarthy at the quarterback spot in a 1 QB. Running backs, Breece Hall, Cam Scatterbu, Bucky Irving, Kyle Monangai, Tyjae Spears, maybe Damon Claiborne. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Marvin Harrison, Isaac Tesla, Cedric Tillman. Tight end, basically nothing. Picks-wise, we basically have everything. We have all of our picks available to us except for, all of them. Rich, this really does feel like a true stuck-in-the-middle type team. You've got 2 elite receivers, but no real depth there. Your running backs are okay, but not special. Your quarterback maybe will be a difference maker in Stafford. We've seen him be as high as 3 last year, but there have been years where he's been in the teens because there's no rushing upside, and we have no tight end. So we really are truly stuck in the middle, Rich. Are you leaning closer to, hey, let's make some moves and push in, or do we trade a Jefferson, a Cam Scatterbu, some guys like that now and go in for next year's class?
Or we could tear down from having Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase puts us in a position to tear down from one of those guys. Obviously, it'd probably be Jamar Chase for the depth that we need because we need another running back. We need another receiver, essentially. Which, like, I'm open to do that to test the waters. I lean towards what sucks is, man, like, if his team's 100% healthy and Cam Scatterbu is running back 14 on the year, like he could win. But let me see teams 1 and 2 real quick. Who he's going against?
Yeah, those 2 teams look pretty solid. So Prescott or Herbert starting, Taylor, Javonte, Etienne. How many guys are starting in this league? It's only a 9. It's only a start 9. Okay. So it's pretty shallow starting lineup.
That team's beatable. Okay, good team 2. Everybody's a little thin. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really Robinson and McCaffrey holding this team up.
Who's team 5? Look at a couple teams here. Looks like the problem with the tier down, Garrett, it looks like everybody's kind of thin. Like, go to team 7. Is that up right behind us? Team 7. Walker.
No, one more up, Pete. That's 8.
Go back to team 8. And who are the receivers? You just lost Jaden Higgins. Yeah, I don't think this guy thinks he's can compete.
Is there anybody in this league that is already like all in for a rebuild? Like, is there anybody with a butt ton of picks?
This guy has 2 27s.
He's got 2.
Other than that, though, looks pretty.
Maybe put it in Dynasty mode real quick, and then we can just see the picks real fast.
Yeah.
So pretty much everyone is holding on to their picks except for one team has 227 first. So if we went that route, Rich, we would kind of be the first to market, which is nice. But also, no team's going to really have multiple firsts to give us either. So it'd be one first at a time that we're kind of accumulating.
Which worries me. If you want my honest assessment with this team, I think who's on the waiver wire? Can we start? Can we look there real quick? Just want to see.
I checked. Nothing really interesting.
Nothing at all. Can we look at those last place teams again, then, just to see if there are tight ends? Like, I'm seeing like what tight end offer get for a 2nd round pick. next year.
Are you guys pretty out on Gadsden?
for this
I
year.
mean, we have Njoku, but yeah, I don't want him this year. No.
Okay. Goddard.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I'd have no problem offering my 28 second for Dallas Goddard. See if that
I'm
gets
fine
done.
with that.
I would, Garrett. I would do that, and I feel pretty comfortable just.
Let's
Going-
Let's reevaluate week 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, see if we can stay healthy. Because like if we stay healthy and Marv takes a step forward, I love Kyler Murray running Kevin O'Connell's offense out there. We have the stack of Kyler Murray and Justin Jefferson. We have a really good quarterback in Matt Stafford. We have a good running back in Breece Hall, a good high upside in Scatterboo. Irvin kind of is what he is, but if Marv hits, I know we don't have really the depth outside of those guys, which is going to kind of hurt us if any injury happens. You might start Tajay Spears over Bucky Irvin too. Like, and you got some upside guys there. I would kind of like, because the fact that everybody's kind of in the same spot as you, and like we can't, like, we're probably getting like middle end picks. Like our Chase is just too elite to settle for. I don't think the bottom teams are gonna give you their picks. The middle end teams don't like. If I can get if Carnell Tate is really good, I get Carnell Tate in a 27 first, and it's going to be a mid 27 first, and Tate looks good for Chase. But like, why would that team do that if they're in the middle too and they're taking a step forward? I'm kind of trying to see if I get like a Dallas Goddard Garrett, and I'm kind of just going to ride.
I'm fine
this
with that.
out. Because if healthy, this team could beat the 1 and 2 teams, like everybody ahead of them. Like, I think Chase is in line to have a monster year. I think Justin Jefferson, having to deal with what he had to deal with last year, people forget how talented Justin Jefferson is and what he can do. So if you can have the 6th best running back, the 3rd and 8th best quarterback, and the 1 and 3 receivers, let's call them, or 4, receivers, and then Marv comes up and he's wide receiver 14, you're in a really good spot to win. And I think Goddard could be a top 8 dynasty or fantasy tight end this year. Definitely they utilize him in the red zone like they did last year, and they changed their offense that way. So outside of that, Garrett, like if things start to go sideways, you're clearly had all the players to blow it up.
Yeah.
You said you've done it before. So like you have all that ready to go, but it doesn't really make sense now with where we're at.
Yeah.
And
I think this is a clear mid-season evaluation team.
And then my 27 first is on the table, but let's see where that can take us. I would love to get another receiver that can give us 3 to 4 more years for our 27 first if we need it for the depth, because we only have 3. So like I would like another receiver, but let's get through the first couple of weeks healthy and then evaluate. Because if we have 2 injuries, like we're obviously blowing everything up, right? Like Justin Jefferson gets hurt or Breece Hall gets hurt again, and like we don't have the depth to compete, we're just going to go ahead and blow it up. But like if we can get for those first couple weeks and be like after 4 weeks 3-1, right around there, and everybody looks really good, and they also give you a time like for Justin Jefferson to reset his market, Chase to show how valuable he is. Even though everybody knows it's always when points per game always puts it on paper. I could blow it up then, but I'm more interested in move my 27 first for depth and my 2nd for a tight end.
Yeah. Nope. I think we're right on the same page here, Rich.
Because like again, I mean, at first it's already valuable now, but the closer we get to draft, like midseason, teams
It's only
feel
gonna
out
get
of it.
value.
It's gonna be even more valuable. Like
Absolutely.
we're gonna have ourselves an electric college season. Like it's gonna be great.
Oh, dude, I can't wait for it. Let's move on to Clark's roster.
Great. Just typing in the chapter. It is. Let's set this up.
Let's see. It's
There we go.
You got it?
Yep, it's a 1 quarterback, 10 team start, 10. And that's it. This might be an Austin team.
I was gonna say, is this our boy Austin? I love it though. All right. Quarterbacks, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes. Running backs, Ashton Genty, Devon Achane, Kenneth Walker. Saquon Barkley is our running back 4. Bayshall Tootin, Jonathan Brooks. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Tedoroa McMillan, Rome Odunze, Brian Thomas Jr., and the now deceased, not actually deceased, but Jaden Higgins with the ACL tear. Tight ends, Sam Laporta, Mark Andrews, Brenton Strange. Picks wise, we have 227 first. We've got the 110 this year, still have our draft. We've got some seconds, both this year and next year. We're in a ridiculously good spot. We are the number one team in Dynasty. Pete, I'm assuming we're number one in contender as well.
228 first.
We better be. Yeah.
Let me see what that other first.
One.
Scroll down where that team is. The TT team we have is 27, 21st. No, yeah.
9th.
Yeah.
That's this guy.
Okay. Rich, I think this is super easy for me. Yeah. We're the number one team. We're totally fine at quarterback. We've got the best running back and the best wide receiver room in the league. There might be one that maybe competes. It says we're second, but I can't imagine it'd be much better than that, especially our starting lineup. But scroll down to our tight ends, Pete. I think we're just okay at tight end.
Yeah, that's where we're going to tear up at. Go to team 9 and 10.
Yeah. How do we get Loveland, Warren, Bowers, or McBride? How do we do that? That is the question.
Yeah.
Okay, Loveland here. I will, in a 10-team league like this, and we're only starting 10, I am overpaying for Colston Loveland. I have no problem with it.
So what does overpaying look like?
Go back to our team. Who's our backup tight end? Mark Andrews. So I would give, even though it's not tight end premium, I would give 110 and our 27 first to get an elite tight end. Oh,
would you do Laporta plus 110?
Sure.
I would do Laporta in our 27 first.
Yep.
For Colston Loveland.
I get it that it's not tight end premium. I don't care. I am any one of those players. And then if it's Bowers that I can get, I will give Sam Laporta and 110 and my 27 first.
I'm even trying to go higher. Team 4
and
6. One of them have Bowers and right. Okay.
Team 4 has Bowers.
Puka, I'm on.
They need a running back so bad.
What's our team? I would offer him
Walker plus
Kenneth Walker 110. I'd offer him Kenneth Walker 110, Sam Laporta, and our 27 first.
Woo! I don't know that we need to do all that. We could keep one of those assets out first, and you're probably still getting the deal done. But let him counter with that, and then Rich, I think I'm with you. I don't care that I'm overpaying. I really don't.
If you want a unicorn, you got to pay the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's as simple as that, and that's what he is. That's how far I would go. You're right. I would start with 27 first, Sam Laporta. That's not enough. See when you say it like that, that's not Kenneth Walker, Sam Laporta, and 27 first aren't enough for Brock Bowers. It's not.
In a non-tight end premium, I think it is.
I don't think. Okay. Disagree.
Not to us. Not to us, Rich. But common consensus, yes.
Yeah. You're giving up Striblin too, then at 110 is what you're probably giving up. Maybe he probably won't be on the board at this point, the way it's going.
Denzel Boston, maybe.
Yeah. Omar Cooper. Probably going right around there. Who's not had a good camp, which is
So throw in the 110 on top to sweeten the deal.
Again, overpay potentially. Do you overpay for a Brock Bowers? Do you overpay for a Bijan Robinson? Outside of giving when it doesn't come back of a Jackson Smith and Jigba plus, for Bijan, things along those lines. When you're given a whole bunch of goodness for greatness, and when you're in position to do that, because then you still have a very high 27 first. And you don't need Kenneth Walker necessarily, and you get Brock Bowers, and you're going to win the league regardless. But why not put yourself up to win 5 championships?
Put it from an 80% chance to win to a 95% chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
that's what I'm doing. I'm
done and done.
I'm getting elite tight end.
No other moves.
Your team is unbelievable. That is when we talked about a couple of teams ago, these powerhouse teams that can't be beat, and sometimes that team's not a powerhouse. This is a powerhouse team.
Absolutely.
Good luck beating that guy, because he doesn't. And the thing is, he doesn't even need that good tight end to beat you guys. He doesn't even need it. He doesn't even need it. He's going to add it just to
step on the throats.
Yeah. Just, hey, it can't get worse. Oh, dude,
100%.
I see teams like that and it just makes me smile. Because it just shows you like what's possible in the game of Dynasty Fantasy Football. Like, what's your team look like? Oh, here's the entire first round of a redraft startup. That's pretty amazing.
Oh man. All right.
We ready for Matthew's team?
Give it to me.
By the way, I feel this is my unk moment. Okay.
Okay.
He said that this is standard scoring, but to him, standard scoring is PPR.
Superflex tight end premium.
It's like standard scoring is out of the like. It's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Are you guys in any standard scoring leagues?
Nope. Wouldn't play in one.
I'm in
0.0 interest.
I have a couple half point PPR, but no. Yeah, none of those. All right,
touchdown
10
only
team.
scoring is where it's at. Yep. Start 9. That's it for the notes.
Okay, we've got Drake May, Jackson Dart, C.J. Stroud, and Tua at quarterback. Running backs: Ashton Genty, Brees Hall, Chase Brown, Derrick Henry, Chuba Hubbard. At wide receiver, we've got Malik Neighbors, Drake London, Rome Odunze, Romeo Dobbs, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Knoll. And then at tight end, we've got Harold Fannin Jr., Oronde Gadsden, and Eli Raridan. Picks-wise, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 first in 2027. Well done. We've got our own 28 first, and we've got some ancillary picks added in there. But we're in a really good rebuild. I'm going to put that in quotations. We're in a really good rebuild spot, but we're not far away from being one of the best teams in the league either because we are in third place in Dynasty mode. So, Rich, I think this is I don't want to say common, but this is something I see a lot where, hey, I'm a year away from probably being one of, if not the best team in the league, and I have picks. Do I use those picks to get there now, or am I patient one more year? I think that's the big question on this one, at least to me.
Go back up again.
Really fast. This is the worst team's pick, second to worst team, and mid.
Go back. I want to see our running backs.
We have great picks.
Go to our receivers. I know that's where we're light at. All right, let me see the bottom teams. I just want to see what their receiving rooms look like.
Oh, I'd love to get Zay Flowers.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. We really need some depth.
Well, that team with Jefferson and all those guys, if he thinks he's a rebuild, that's what I'm not sure. It's hard in 10 teams because he's got a lot of picks.
Oh, he's got a lot of picks too.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind one more.
So literally, him and I, like him and us, have
all the picks.
That I would be somewhat entertained to move our 27 first for a depth receiver. But if I'm being like, I'm more interested. Go back to our team again, our running backs. I'm more interested potentially in moving a running back for a receiver if I had to. But like, I also kind of want to just.
I think we could honestly, Rich. I think I'm going into the season with this team.
Yeah, that's
because
I just want all those picks.
Yeah, I'm not looking to give up the picks. I'm probably getting a receiver, but it's not going to happen till mid-season because these teams probably don't realize they're bad yet, and realistically, they are not looking to rebuild because they don't have their picks. Two teams have them all. So then we can go back to one of these teams where we have their pick. And we say, hey, you want your pick back? Who's your best receiver?
I'm thinking here a different strategy. So we have Jackson Dart and Drake May. We have Tua as our third, and we got CJ Stroud. I know in 10-man quarterbacks are slightly devalued, but like I'm willing to like take a loss on CJ Stroud with all the picks we want, and part of those value will be a quarterback anyways, probably. like team 7. Like, can we move CJ Stroud for like a depth receiver? Like, is what I'm thinking. You know, like along those lines. Like this guy who's like he's got Bryce Young
Like
and
Michael Pittman or something.
no, not that. Like Terry McLaurin. That's too bad. That's too much of a loss. Go.
I mean, you might be able to do Tua. You could try that, but I don't know if that team would even care because they're in a rebuild.
So CJ Stroud gets us like some youth. Go back to team 7 and again, like so they have Kyler Murray, Bryce Young, Jacoby, then go down. The receivers, they don't have any. Like I would love to see if like CJ Stroud in our first would get Tet McMillan, but I doubt it.
No, but is this one of the teams we have there first?
No.
He's one. Got
This
it.
team actually has his own picks.
What about team 8?
This
is
is
the team
the
we're on
rebuilding
first.
team.
Yeah, team 9.
I think we have this team's first, right, Pete?
No, we have 8 and 10s. 5, 8, and 10.
So you
Oh,
just
the team that's
let's go on.
rebuilding doesn't have their own first. Interesting. So we have they have
We have their
Oh no,
first.
yeah, we do. That's
Oh, wow.
awesome.
Oh wow, they don't have anything, right? Oh, okay. Who does he?
But
Dude,
they could just be in the mindset of they're trying to compete, but also
Yeah,
they're
maybe.
going to just use.
I would like to negotiate with him for Justin Jefferson.
I would too. If there's a path where I can give him back his first and he gives me Justin Jefferson, well, obviously I have to give a little, but
Yeah,
I'm very open to talking.
but the
about
fact that
that.
it's 10 team, Garrett, and we had all those picks, and our team's kind of good enough to compete this year without a lot of depth. Like I'm with you. Like I would rather roll into it and then because our receiving problem solved after this next year's draft, and it's solved long term with high end assets. Like we're in a really good position to get Jeremiah Smith, and if not, for sure Cam Coltman. You know what I mean? Like, and we're young too. Like, and obviously we're gonna get youth at running back with one of those picks too. So like, I'm kind of with you. Like, I would see if I can get the right receiver, like find a path there. But like, Justin Jefferson's kind of on the table there. If I could,
Who's team 10? Because you said we have their first as well, right, Pete?
Correct.
Who they have? Oh, this was the Zay Flowers team.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not getting their first back for Zay Flowers. Unless, do we need Colston Loveland?
yeah, I mean, we have Harold Fannin, who doesn't need Colston Loveland, but
Okay. I mean, do we give them their first back and Fannin for Loveland and Flowers?
nope.
No, it's Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, it's
No.
Jeremiah Smith.
No.
Yeah, I'm not throwing the 1-1 away.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like not 1-1 in 27, the 1-1 in Dynasty.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith. Like he's
Yep, I think you're rolling into it, man. I think you're rolling into it unless the right big time receiver deal happens, especially if you can give because do we have team 5s? You said we have their first. Go to them real quick.
It's not even like a big time like deal. Like I have to make. Like I'm okay with just getting some depth. Like I like our 3 starters.
He doesn't have a lot of depth at receiver either, especially with Higgins just getting hurt. So he probably sees himself as a contender as he should. And I don't think we're getting a deal done.
Yeah, if you can give up a high listen, if I had to give up like the 1-1 to get Jamar Chase,
Yeah, that's different.
Puka Nakua, like even though I have Jeremiah Smith ranked higher than all them, like for this year, like I could do that, like it's a no-brainer. But outside of that, like I'm just looking for like a depth piece to get me through the bye weeks or an injury. And then like if one of those guys get hurt, then now you got to pay. I'm holding on to the 1-1 for sure, but you have a lot of other 27 first to figure it out, right? Like if Jalen Waddle is wide receiver 7, you're probably gonna get Jalen Waddle for a team that's out of it for a 27 first. You know what I mean? Like the door will open up for like who's available to you by the midseason for a draft pick.
Yep. All
Good
right.
job. Dude, what a team. Like
Fantastic job.
Another
Fantastic
great
job. Rich,
sometimes
we
like
got time
those
for one
great
more?
teams make it so easy. Like the path is pretty clear.
Yeah. Do we have time for one more?
It's our last one too. We can
Oh, it's the last one.
clean
we
out
got.
the queue.
Okay.
Perfect. This is a 1 quarterback, 12 team start 9. Two super teams have won the past 4 years, but one of them is aging out. I have a relatively young team, but no 2027 picks. Try to contend now or wait out the top teams.
Ooh, no 27 picks. I don't love that. Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield at quarterback, running back Travion Henderson, J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Mason. Wide receiver, we've got Tetaroa McMillan, Garrett Wilson, Emeka Ibuka, Roma Dunze, Casey Concepcion, Juwan Jennings, Denzel Boston. Tight ends, George Kittle, Dallas Goedert, Hunter Henry. Picks, nothing until 2028. Rich, I'm struggling with this one because I like that we have some good young players, but we don't have enough of them to compete, and we don't have the draft picks to say like, hey, we're going to wait it out a year or two. So we've kind of put ourselves in the middle, even though it's a young team. We've kind of put ourselves in the middle here.
Yeah, I'm looking to right out the gate. I'm looking to move Emeka Ibuka for a running back. Like I'm trying to flip for a young running back is what I'm trying to do. Like that's the clearest path. I mean, in season, like Garrett Wilson might be able to get you a little bit more. I just think out of all those people on the roster, I'm willing to like. I think Emeka or Tet offer the highest return. Like like a lateral move for a young running back. That's the move I want to make because I'm not even really like none of those guys are like unless I can get multiple draft picks for him. I mean, we could sustain the loss having Rome Tech. Like we're really young at receiver, so like we can lose one of those guys and still have depth
and be fine.
So whether I get draft capital back or preferably a running back, I want to move Tet or Emeka is what I'm looking to do.
Quick side note. This is an MFL league, so we do have our 29 picks. It just doesn't show up.
That's fine.
Okay. That's good to know.
So let's just start. And I mean, what's good about those players too, they open the door for every single team.
Every team.
Contenders, rebuild teams. I'm not afraid. Like some of those guys are age out. Those are prime examples of guys that like they might have a lot of depth that want to get a young piece on them as well. They make themselves feel a little bit better. What do you think of that, Garrett? Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm trying to think like go back up to that team too that you said is aging out. I'm curious to see. Okay, they've got Gibbs and McCaffrey. They don't have a running back that would make sense for us though. Go to team 3. Brees could make sense. Yeah, without our 27 first, we're kind of pushing it in for this year just to kind of see where we're at. I would like to get a little bit back, Rich, if I'm giving Emeka.
Yeah.
But they might not even do it because the problem is they probably see themselves as a contender, and they're going to be shallow at running back then without.
I want to see these teams around us at pick a team, either team 5, team 8, and especially team 10.
I was going to say team 10 has all the running backs. Yeah. Okay, I know we traded away Hampton before, but I'm open to acquiring Hampton in this situation.
Yeah. It's a gamble worth making for our team structure.
I think it would be a Mecca plus something. What would you be willing to give?
For Hampton?
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot. Our team.
I don't think you'd have to give a lot. I think it would be like a second-round pick.
Can I cut in here really fast? They
Absolutely.
actually have a offer active for
Oh, do we?
McMillan for James Cook.
No. I'm keeping McMillan.
Okay.
I like James Cook. It's just I'm not trading any young receiver for a 26-year-old running back. That's not named Bijan. like if Bijan was 26, I'd still be okay with it, right? Like there's not a lot of running backs I love at that are that age. Like
this is a start running back league.
For what it's worth,
start one running back?
Three flex, but start one.
Oh, that makes it a little bit better. Come back to our team then. Hold on, that might change my opinion a little bit.
Then I don't care as much about getting a running back. I still would rather have.
It just
Creighton
matters
be
how
my
much you
backup,
believe in
though.
Henderson.
I mean, we might get Henderson.
Well, in that
till
case,
28.
then Hampton for Emeka Ibuka might get done straight up. Right now, a Hampton is the 20th pick off the board, so kind of mid to late second. Emeka Ibuka is 28th off the board, so kind of early part of the third there.
Yeah, I would like again with Hampton. You take all the risk. Hampton's
There's
when
risk
Hampton
with
is
Emeka
healthy-
too, though.
but at least when Hampton, like when Emeka is healthy in early in the season, looked tier 1. Hampton looked.
That's the
just
problem.
okay.
He's been hurt again.
I know. That's why I have no problem getting out from Emeka. I have no
Yeah.
problem doing that.
Yeah.
I would do that. I
That's
would
the
do
move
that.
I'm looking to make.
Yeah, I would have no problem with our team doing that straight up. I think that helps both our teams. Like they get a young, like it's a pretty lateral move.
Yeah, they need a receiver. We need a running back. It's a natural move.
And if you went back during the rookie draft for that class, like they're going pretty much. Like I know overall AP, but if you redrafted just that rookie class, they're probably going right next to each other.
The only player in between those two would be Tedero and McMillan.
Yeah,
That's the only player
exactly.
between them.
That's what I'm saying. Like to me, it's a pretty fair trade, and it's a win-win because that guy desperately needs receiver help. And like
It is start one wide receiver as well. So it's start one running back, wide receiver, tight end, and then 3 flex.
and I think it kind of eases his pain a little bit. Where like obviously, so he offered us, he's the one that offered us James Cook for 10. So he's looking for a receiver, obviously.
Yep.
Right. Would you do Hampton for Tet?
I think I'm slightly higher than consensus on Tet and
I am too.
slightly lower than consensus on Emeka.
On the same boat. I'm lower than consensus on Hampton. Like, oh wait, I thought you were about Hampton. I'm lower than consensus slightly on Hampton until I see it in this offense.
I'm pretty much consensus on Hampton, but I'm higher than consensus I think than on Tet. So that's why I would have a harder time giving up Tet for him. I would rather see can I do like Emeka in a third or something like that. Like
yeah,
I'd rather
for
do that.
Hampton, that's the move I think. And what does Team 8 have? Did we already look at that one?
I would give Tet for Genty though.
I would give Tet for Genty. I wonder if there's a path here. All these flexes make it a little different because people are like what more wide open.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm looking to move Tet or Emeka for a young long-term running back asset.
Yep. And then we're going to reevaluate next year when we have all our picks again. Where are we really at with all of this?
Yeah, I like. You have a lot of flex, but like, the other thing, Hampton's just Hampton's ranked where he is because of the market, and it's rightfully so. But Hampton's proven nothing yet at all. You know, like he's a first round draft pick later at running back. We know the success story for a lot of those guys. More of a big, overpowering guy that is fast for his size. Can catch the football, but you do have Keaton Mitchell there as well, who catches the football really well. And like, how is that utilized? So if Hampton's PPR upside isn't as high as you want to be, and the split's a little off, like that could hurt him a little bit. Like I could see, if you said Tet, Hampton, Ibuka, who's the most likely one to take? You got to pick one of those guys to take a 15 spot drop in ADP from where they're at currently. Like I would pick Hampton as the most likely.
I would agree with that, but I think he's also the most likely to rise in value too.
Fair. That's fair. I'm just saying he's like, that's what's going back to, like, you want to offer more than
It's the risk reward.
Take all the risk is what we're doing. That's my point.
Yep, but and I agree with that. But I think we also have the higher ceiling because there's a chance that next year Hampton's over any of those running backs that come in. Emeka's not going to be over all those receivers that come in, so he's going to be bumping down the receiving pecking order.
But we'll see, man. I mean, we have 3 right now, and there's always somebody to step up, like really good running backs coming out. Like we have 3 running backs coming out next year right now that could be considered potential first-round picks in the NFL. But first-round picks in an extremely deep
In a good class.
which says a lot. And Jaden Ba, Keywan Lacey, and Ahmed Hardy, right? And there's going to be somebody else that looks really good too. So
Nate Frazier looks like a good player.
Frazier
Isaac
out of
Brown
Georgia
looks like a good player.
fantastic, dude.
Yeah, there's other good running backs too.
Yeah, I like Nate Frazier.
We'll see.
I remember talking about him, like watching all that Georgia tape of the receivers. I kept going back to the running back, like how electric he was. I know he's a little smaller, but man, like he was giving me good vibes of a running back that I really liked. So
100%. All right. Well, I think that wraps things up for Roster Rescue today. A long one. We got through a lot of teams, talked a lot of ball today.